Hello! Welcome back, as I hit everything around me. Welcome back to the Last Remnant. We're gonna go ahead and do Ruins of Robelia Castle, which is the last, basic tutorial area. There's more tutorials yet to come because it's a JRPG made by Square Enix, so it has to have 12 hours of tutorial gameplay. But this is the last basic tutorial. The rest of them introduce slightly higher level mechanics than push this button and it does things. Look sharp, Rush. As I mentioned, Pegasus is a magus, and Pegasus the Magus. He's a mage. He gives you an orb that allows you to use mystic arts, but I haven't determined if I'm going to use mystic arts or I've already forgotten the game calls them, physical arts yet, so we will have to see. My frame rate just did something weird there, but it's pinned to 60 right now, so hopefully it stays at 60. Do have to keep an eye on it because sometimes my recording gets a little wonky. I've yet to actually figure out why, like right there, it dropped to 45. Is it the game dropping it, or what there? I don't know. You guys probably can't see, so I just sat there looking at text, but Rush can now use invocations, and we get a map, and by invocations, that's the wrong button, it means spark. That's all we've actually learned by receiving that orb. We've learned how to use spark. If we use spark a bunch, we'll learn spark 2, spark 3, etc., and other different invocations, but we're using a broadsword, so actually, this area is full of enemies that are weak to magic, I believe, which is why they give you a mage. And they still haven't told us
Let's do this.
Time shift, sadly, so we're just gonna have to fight stuff one at a time. I don't want to pass up enemies. Yep, they're weak against mystic arts, as the game thus explains. Mystic arts, magic, blah blah blah, long range, blah blah blah. So attack mystic arts, attack mystic arts. Mystic arts can be more powerful. It is possible. I was not holding the controller. My bad, I was adjusting my volume. It is possible for mystic arts to be more powerful. However, it's a lot easier to find people capable of doing physical arts rather than mystic arts. Mystic art users are somewhat more difficult to come across. In large numbers, anyway. We'll fight this bro here who actually ran away. Or tried to run away. Did a fairly poor job of it. I'm gonna run on the assumption that everything here is weak to mystic, so we'll just mash that button. And maybe I'll pay attention and get a critical at some point. Well, he got a critical. Well, he's dead, so never mind. You probably figured this out already, but you don't actually need a staff or anything to use mystic arts. They just provide a bonus to mystic arts. Or, well, not necessarily that. They provide a bonus to your magic stat, basically. And I don't believe this place is very small. We can check the map. There you go. There is more to these areas, at least this one. There's a ladder back at the start down over here that we will have to do something with a side quest. Oh, you're aggressive, are you? I would have liked to fight both of you at the same time, but since he's already found me, there's not a whole lot we could do about that, so we'll just go back into combat. I don't know if you can see my mouse in the top left corner, but it only shows up when it's on loading screens, so. Here is the advantage of mystic arts. We can run in there and use spark, but if you have a ranged mystic art, like mystic missile, like he knows, you can actually attack enemies without getting within physical combat range.
Yeah!
So you can do stuff like that. It's remarkably useful, but it doesn't always come up, so sometimes, sometimes you'll be within physical range and have to use mystic arts, and you get that, which is not terribly useful. But anyway, my frame rate seems to be alright. It's being a bit wonky, but that's because this game's a bit wonky. Plus loading screens. Game has a lot of loading screens. Hello, friend.
Let's do this.
Nice miss. He probably would have actually gotten the advantage there.
First, yeah?
And we don't have range. He would have probably gotten the advantage there from hitting me if I hadn't hit the button before he touched me. Because he did touch me. He slid across me. That's really all that matters. We haven't captured any, which is very disappointing. I need to capture these so I can split some to get resources to make better weapons, because if we don't start making weapons early in the game, it gets difficult quickly.
Let's do this.
And I'm not joking. People are like, oh, it's an RPG, you can just grind. You can't grind. You grind, you make it harder. Well, you could grind, I suppose, but if you grind, you just make the encounters more difficult. You need equipment and you need skills. Individual character levels are never a bad idea, but strike at their flank. But they come with the downside of increasing your battle rank, and the battle rank is the thing you have to worry about. I don't know the max battle rank. It's something ridiculous, because I've heard people talk about like 300 plus battle rank stuff. But you know, whatever. There's a chest somewhere around here, isn't there? We can fight these guys. I like linking things. Once we get time shift, I'll be linking a lot of stuff, as much as we can physically handle without getting ourselves horribly murdered anyway. But again, it has the downside of increasing your battle rank. Well, increasing your battle rank more than a standard fight would. That was easy. And one more. Hopefully he attacks Rush's group. He did. No, he didn't. Never mind. Stupid worm. We're just gonna keep spamming Mystic Arts because why not? You can kill them without Mystic Arts if you want to train physical, but since we're here, we may as well just do that. And you get this sweet, like, weird... Hey, Rush leveled up. You get this weird blue glow when your morale is really high, just to signify that you have a huge bonus to your offense and defense. It's this room that has a chest, isn't it? Yes. By God, it's a trap. No, it's not actually a trap. There's nothing here. This is a weird room. Like every time, Slayerstone, every time I've entered this room before, I've always been like, you know, there's gonna be a trap here, there's gonna be a trap here. What does the Slayerstone do? I don't remember. It's not a consumable, is it? Is it a component? Is it a special item? Slayerstone. Alright, no, we have to go in here. I'm always like, this is gonna be a trap because it opens the door, it's a big square room, treasure chest open on the other side. This is why we need the Slayerstone. Derp derp. But there's nothing in there. There is something in here. Hello, lizard friend. There's two of them. I would like to get both of them, if possible.
Let's do this.
That will do. I think the sweet flips they both did though.
The best defense is a good offense.
So we've got two groups of two and a group of one. We're probably going to get intercepted by that group of one that's in front there, but we'll go ahead and attack these two. Hopefully that'll do. At the very least, theirs will be fine. Nice block. Thank you, Rush, for confirming the niceness of it. Interference? No. Good news. And you can see the teamwork thing that pops up. When I get a critical, it just pushes whoever's next in line on your side up to attack next. Just attack, and probably should have done Mystic, but whatever. He might change now. It also has the possibility of pushing someone who knows arts, knows powerful arts, and is currently using just a basic attack. It's possible to push them into an art. Is there anything down here? I don't think there is anything down here. There most certainly is not anything down there. There is something down this way though. Don't forget your loot, because you really don't want to redo areas. You want to try and not redo areas as much as possible. Someone did say to keep the battles, so I will keep most of the battles. Something like made a ting sound behind me. I will keep most of the battles, but if I'm revisiting an area maybe autosave, to get resources from resource gathering, which we haven't unlocked yet. I believe we unlock that next. As well as maybe time shift, I don't remember. But when we're revisiting areas for resources or loot or whatever, or to try and capture something, I'm probably not going to show those battles. There he is. Is there only one in here? These rooms, ooh, nope, there's two. These rooms are traps, and I do not want to fight both of them, but I may have done that anyway. Yep, I tagged both of them. Well, let's try and focus on getting one of these guys down, or should we split? Maybe we should split so we don't get hit with a flank or an interception or something. Interdiction, that's not the word, but I just like interdiction, it's a great word.
Let's clean up these fiends.
These guys are fairly tough compared to, as you can see there, fairly tough compared to what we've been fighting. Thankfully, he hit for 1,000 damage, so that's gonna make this remarkably easy. And she dodged. The big thing you gotta worry about with these, and try not to get too many of them in a group, is I'll just do that. Is that they hit harder than other things. Probably shouldn't have even healed there, to be honest. Probably should have just killed them. Indeed. Strike at their flank for me. There we go. I may have mentioned this before, but
Plenty of power left in these old bars. What a glorious day!
what a glorious day. We will split it, because it'll give us that. I may have mentioned this in a previous video, but deadlocked enemies will always fight before non-deadlocked enemies, so it'll cycle through all of the deadlocked groups before it goes to anyone else. So if you're dying, is there anything in here? Doesn't look like it. If you're dying, do be careful and heal with your deadlocked group unless you can soak whatever damage they're going to take, because they're going to act before anyone else that's going to support them. So we got our first accessory. It's not very good, but it increases our speed slightly. Gives us a faster action order in battle. And we're battle rank 2 now. At some point we increased our battle rank. Not that, you know, the difference between 1 and 2 is really anything at all, but whatever.
As you see, remnants are nothing more than evil charms meant to add to the depravity of man. You may not see the effects now, but not far into the future, terrible disaster awaits. By then, it will be too late to change our sinful ways. Men are meant to work hard and make their own way. We must not accept the temptations of easy life that remnants provide. Stand up and fight! The first step is here. We will strike Athlum with the hammer of justice! See our allies here, dressed as Athlumian soldiers. They will infiltrate that city of sin and cause a disturbance. That will be our chance. Come, let us liberate the people from their chains.
What the heck is this?
Seems like an anti-remnant activist rally.
Sounds more like anti-remnant terrorist activity to me. Whatever they're planning's gotta be dangerous.
Who's there? Oh, it seems we have guests. Lackeys of that magic-abusing Marquis of Athlum. Look closely at their faces, shining with depravity. Whoa! For it is too late for these unbelievers to be saved.
I like how they look back and forth. What is this man on about?
A prelude to the cleansing of Athlum. We shall christen our movement with the blood of these servants of evil.
This guy's psycho!
Prepare yourselves!
I suppose there's naught we can do but fight.
Sigh. Look how sad he was about it. The dude's animations when he was talking reminded me of The Sims. What is going on with the effect there? That effect was all sorts of broken. The way he was waving his arms around reminded me of The Sims. So, this is our second tutorial boss fight. There's Broman McBro. Again, as is traditional, we're going to go for the flanks with Mystic Arts, because this area is Mystic Art oriented.
Let's clean up these scenes.
Hopefully we don't get interfered by the boss. Trying to adjust my volume again. I can only adjust between 4 and 6 with my little volumey wheel, and 6 is too loud and 4 is too quiet. It's annoying. Oh, don't dodge. God dang it. Please don't hit rush. Thank you. Nice block. I approve. So Rush is going to have to deal with his own thing while this group deals with Dill. Hopefully we can remove the bodyguards here on this turn. Otherwise we might have a bit of an issue. Because he is a boss. He is fairly beefy. Kill him? Kill him? Kill him? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Well, that's annoying. I don't want to cancel Deadlock, though. Kind of have to, though. That sucks. So there's our first KO. The thing that popped up that said something about KOs was basically, if someone gets KO'd, obviously you can't use them. There's the raid lock. That's why I didn't want to do that. It decreases a lot of things. It lowers morale. Oh, come on. It lowers morale, so that's obviously not good. And the music has changed because we are failing. We might have to do this fight again, because I got a little bit unlucky on them not dying, to be fair. I could break Deadlock. It's gonna do very well. Nah, let's see if we can take him down. If we can't, we're gonna die, which is gonna be a bit problematic. Oh, that was my bad that time. It's not looking good because of these flank attacks, though, I'll tell you that much. Hang in there. Try not to die. We got this, don't worry. He's at low health. Except we're dead, so rip. Game over. There's your first game over. You're probably gonna see a lot of those. There's your menu screen. You're probably gonna see that a lot as well. The game doesn't mess around, I told you. Game does not mess around. Apparently it's saved here, which is... Oh, it's saved after that battle. That's why it's saved there. So there's nothing in here except loot, obviously. We'll make a hard save after this. In the event that we die again, which I'm really hoping we don't. I don't die very often on this boss fight, to be fair. But it does happen. So let's go ahead and make a hard save here. Just so we can load that instead of the autosave back there. And we're going to skip the movie this time because we've already seen it. So we're straight into battle. No time wasted here. This isn't Final Fantasy X, we can actually skip battles. Same thing as before, we need to take out these flank groups or we're going to have an issue. Is anything? No? They both should be weak to Mystic Arts. We just got unlucky with the dodge on the first round. Obviously, Pegasus is stronger than Rush in terms of magic, so that's helping him. Because he only has Spark 1. Oh, come on with the dodges. Don't tell me your dodges are seeded. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ooh, he hit a crit too. Well, we'll go ahead, keep their HP up. You guys need to kill him though, otherwise, again, we're gonna have an issue. As long as they're not flanked, they can keep themselves alive, and once again, I wasn't paying attention. Gosh darned it. Oh, he's dead this time, though. Progress has been made. Keep your HP up. And let's go ahead and have him keep their HP up as well. This guy might multi-deadlock, but I don't think he will. We got this fight this time. We got it.
Smash him from the side!
Yep, flank attack, because our morale is shooting up now. Shouldn't be too much of a problem.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? And there's our "You're winning" boss battle music. This game has a lot of music, by the way. Just hit him with Mystic. He doesn't do enough damage in one turn to kill anyone, so... In fact, he might be dead this turn. Why are you using Mystic Missile? I don't know, but it killed him, so whatever. Whatever floats your boat. We won! It only took us an extra try, and he learned Spark 2. So here's the, you get to learn a new ability thing. There's... In the 360 version, you would say no to learning that, but there's no reason for that to exist in this version because you can learn everything, as previously mentioned. That texture popping. We could talk to these people, they don't really say anything except, woo, get away from me, remnants, boo, etc, etc. There's our teleport thing, there's this lady who's like, boo, remnants, etc, etc. Leave me alone. And then this, which you can't do anything with, but... I don't know, whatever. Looks very much like a remnant to me, but I'm not a professional. I may as well speak to Pegasus, because that's why we're here. This arena was not here, indeed. And back to Athel. Oop, I thought it was on that side, and I got confused. Like, where'd it go?
Right.
I like that they put these, by the way. They put these, I believe, in every zone. At the very least, every zone that has a boss. So it's very nice that they have those. I approve. Before we go to Athlum, actually, let's go to one of these shops here. Let's go to this one. And sell these captured monsters we have. We could split them if we wanted more resources, but I don't, so whatever. We can't craft yet, so we don't need to worry about that. We have a fair amount of monster parts. We have a fair amount, yeah, so it's possible we might be able to make something just right off the bat, but it's also highly unlikely, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Until at least after they explain or tutorialize it for us. May as well go to Atham Castle in this video, why not? Hello! Voice acting?
A slave trading syndicate and anti-remnant terrorists. Lovely. And to think, while we were fighting beastmen, those fiends were doing as they pleased.
We are already looking into this, Lord David. You should not trouble yourself further. More importantly, we have learned of something else similarly troubling.
Multiple sources have reported seeing a bright light flash across the sky.
A flash?
Every so often, remnants emit light. It's called luminescence. The light could have been luminescence from the Valeria heart, or the gay bulg reflected on the clouds.
Ah, but the Valeria heart and the gay bulg are bound. They have not seen a luminescence in a long, long while.
Then maybe a different remnant.
That light moved as if it possessed a mind of its own. Very different from luminescence, to be sure.
Then, a flying monster.
So it would seem.
Where was the light headed?
Towards Dilmore.
Fine. You four take Rush and head to Dilmore immediately. It seems we're up against a flying remnant.
No way! That's impossible!
The Academy's research on newly discovered remnants may be ongoing, but they have never announced a remnant with the power of flight.
No. It must be a remnant. No other possibility makes sense. Now we're up against a group that has its hands on an unknown remnant. Choose your battles with discretion. Retrieving Arena is top priority.
Yes, my lord.
Don't sweat it, Dave. We're the good guys. We'll definitely get Arena back.
Why is the main carrier? Why is the main character an idiot all the time? I don't know. Pegasus, you got anything interesting to say for me, buddy? No, you just don't waste any time. Alright. Will do, Capitan. Let's check the town square and see if that lady's there. She might not be there until after this. I don't remember when she shows up. I don't see her around, so we will just assume she's not here. And she will show up after this. We could check for side quests before we end this video. We may as well. I don't know how long this video has actually been, but some of these videos are going to be short. That's just, it's kind of the nature of the beast. I don't want to go through that whole area, fight a boss, and then go through a whole other area with some more cutscenes and fight another boss, which is what's happening, by the way. Spoilers, I suppose. There's nothing here. It's going to start unlocking side quests when we're done with the tutorialization bollocks. I believe this is where we unlock Time Shift. So I had the order wrong. This should be where we unlock Time Shift, I think. Maybe. And then the area after this will allow us to gather resources, I think. Either way, that's going to be it for now. We'll save over this one because it's my official first slot save of importantness. And I will see you guys next time where we will go to Moar and try not to die to a boss fight again. Thanks for watching. See you then.